Good morning, everybody. It's Dana. Welcome back to my channel. And we are continuing in our how many cards we can get out of a paper collection. And today we're working with the last cut aparts, and these are 4x4. Now, 4x4 cut aparts are not super common in paper packs, but they do happen. And sometimes they can be a little tricky to know what to do with them, especially if you're not a scrapbooker and you're more of a card maker. And what I've done in the past is a lot of times I've cut them down to make them more user-friendly. But today we're keeping them intact at 4x4 because I have a really neat idea that I wanted to try out. So I've got my card bases. These are A2. These are 4 by 5.5. And today we're going to use doilies, and I thought those would be really pretty. And I'm not going to utilize any of the paper from the collection other than the cut aparts. So what I did was I went through the cut aparts, and I'm going to mat, excuse me for saying so much. I'm going to mat my card base with a solid color. Okay, so with this collection, I've been using navy blue and this really deep, like almost cherry red, but it's like really dark. So what I did was I went through the cut aparts and decided which would look better on blue and which would look better on red, and I've got those split apart. What else I've done is taken a doily. Okay, these are 6-inch doilies. You could use 5-inch doilies. That would work too. And what I've done is I've cut them in half. So I have 9, because I have 9 cut aparts, I have 9 half doilies. Now, doilies can be found anywhere. They are not expensive. So if you don't have any in your stash, think about putting some in your stash. They're they're great embellishments to use as layering. They add a lot of texture to a project that you're working on. I have gotten them at Dollar Tree. I've gotten them at Michael's. I've gotten them at Walmart. Now, if you're going to not go to Dollar Tree and you're going to go to Walmart, Michael's, Joann's, you'll find them in the bakery section. With all of the like baking stuff. And, you know, at Michael's and Joann's and even Hobby Lobby, you can use a 40% off coupon, and you can get a pack of anywhere from 30 to 50 of these for just a couple bucks. So with a coupon at those other places, they're not expensive at all. So I'm going to put this one away here, and let's go ahead and get started. So all I'm going to do at first is I'm going to layer my I'm going to layer my mats onto my card bases. Making sure I have even spacing all the way around. Just like that. So that's what the blue will look like. Let's do a red one. Lining it up, just like that. All right, so I'm gonna pause right here, and I'm gonna go ahead, oops, shook my camera, I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and mat all my card bases. Okay, so I have all of my card bases matted. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our doilies, okay? And the way this is going to work is these doilies are going to sit right at the bottom, so make sure you have your opening to your card, that your fold is at the top. And what we're going to do is we're going to just put these right on the bottom, and we're going to set them right on the edge here. And it's going to sit like that. And what's going to happen is our cut apart is the same height as our mat. And so we'll line that up with the mat just like that. And those are going to sit just like this. Okay, really cute. All right. And I wanted those edges to match up. And I'm thinking we can put bling on the side here when we go to embellish. And so anyway, that's how they're going to look. I may even move this doily up to the edge of the mat. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I actually like that even better. So what you'll see is a little bit of the doily underneath, and I think that just adds some interest and texture there. And this is why I didn't want to use pieces of pattern paper from the collection, because the mat is going to get mostly covered up, and I just felt like that was a waste of these beautiful papers. Okay, so let's run through and do that. Okay. And what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to lay glue. I think the easiest thing to do is going to be because these are kind of intricate here, and it would be fairly time consuming to do that. So to put glue on the doily. So I'm actually going to put glue right here on my card, and I'm going to line this up and just kind of see where this goes up to, and I'm just going to try and mimic the shape, and then I'm just going to fill it in with glue. And if we've missed some edges, I'll just lift up the doily and put glue underneath, because don't forget, we're gluing something on top of this as well. So now this is going to hang off just a little bit, and we'll trim that, so don't worry. And so we'll just press this down. And I can see I didn't go over far enough with the glue, so I'm just going to lift that up and glue that down. No worries. And I just think that's faster, at least for me, than putting glue on the doily, because it can be quite tedious. There. So we have that. Okay, so I'll pause you right here. I'm going to go ahead and run through and put my doilies down on all of my backgrounds. Okay. So I've got all my doilies down on the backgrounds. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to run through and trim off the edges where the doily is hanging off. So just like that. I'm just going to turn it over and snip those off. And that's what we have. So we'll just sit here and do this and chat. I'm so excited today. I get to see my very best friend. And because we're high risk over here at my house, I haven't had visitors or anything like that. And I don't usually go to other people's houses. And so we haven't seen each other in probably, well, what is it, end of July? So, since March. So it's been almost 5 months. You know, to not see your best friend for 5 months if you live in the same town. Some people don't live in the same town as their best friend. But me and my best friend, we did everything. And I mean, we were together at least a couple times a week. And so to not see her, and that we live in the same town for so long, is just, I was on the phone with her last week, and I was telling her about the visit from my son, and she said, does that mean that I can come over if I wear a mask? And I said, yes, because I'm just kind of at a point where it's like, you know, okay, I know I need to be careful. We're high risk, me and my mother. But, you know, the reality is that I go to the store, you know, and now Arizona, it's better because Arizona has now mandated face masks. So I don't feel as vulnerable when I go to the store. Just because, you know, face masks don't protect you from me. They protect, I mean, they don't protect me from you. They protect you from me. And so if I'm wearing a mask and you're not wearing a mask, then I'm still not very safe. So between masks being mandated and social distancing, you know, I don't feel as vulnerable. And so I finally got to a point where I was just like, you know what? I'm just sick and tired of not seeing my people and not being able to see my friends. And so with proper precautions, I feel like I can start maybe integrating back into life just a little bit, you know? So, okay, so here's what we're going to do. This one, we're going to have to do something with. We need to add probably a sticker. So I'm going to put it on the card, but set that card aside. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue down the cut-aparts. And our cut-aparts, again, are as tall as our mat, so 4 inches. So I'm going to center it side to side, and I'm going to line it up top to bottom. So that looks pretty good, just like that. Okay, and so that's how it's. I got a little white edge from that cut-apart that's left, but that's okay. I can take some ink to that and hide that. And so that's the basis of our card before embellishing. Okay, so again, don't get hung up that cards look kind of got something on the background here. Don't get hung up on the fact that the cards look a little plain right now, because we're going to do more to them to make them look pretty. Okay, again, centering left to right and lining up top to bottom. Oh, that one's really pretty. I like that one. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and put this one down, but we're going to set it aside because we need to put something else on this. Okay, there we go. That's really pretty. I like that blue and white and green. It's so pretty. Okay, let's set that one aside, and we'll put these aside. And now let's do these. I didn't quite get that centered. There we go. Ah. You got to work fast. That art glitter glue dries super fast. So you got to work fast with it if that's what you're using. Okay, pretty. So anyway, so I'm super excited to see my friend today. And we're going to do a little service project for my church while we're together. And so I'm excited. And of course my girls, my best friend, we've been best friends for, gosh, we've known each other for, wow, I'm trying to think. Our oldest are about the same age. They're just about 6 months apart or so. So since they were, and they're now almost 16. And so I think we've known each other since her oldest and my youngest, I should say, are about the same age. And so I think they were 4 when we met, like 3 or 4. And so it's been 12 years, something like that. So I'm super excited to see her. I've missed hanging out with her so much. And she is so funny. I'm gonna have to do a haul video or something tomorrow because she's my Goodwill partner. Now, she does not make journals or anything like that, but she loves to like refurbish furniture and stuff. And things like that. And so, because she knows when we go to Goodwill that I'm always looking for stuff for my journals and stuff like that. So, and she's not high risk, so she still goes out to Goodwill and stuff like that. And she called me and she's like, I got you some things at Goodwill. I said, you did? What did you get? She's like, oh, just some stuff that I thought, oh, Dana would probably buy this if she was here with me. So I'll have to show you guys what she got for me tomorrow. She's so sweet. I just love her so much. Oh my goodness. I just love her. She's the type of person that's just always thinking about others. And just, gosh, to have somebody like that in your life is just such a blessing. She's so amazing. I'm so blessed to have her as my friend and to have her in my life. Okay, we're all done putting those down. So let's work on this one. Let me check my time, make sure we're okay on time. Yeah, oh yeah, we're really good on time. Okay, so let's grab our sticker sheet because I think that's what's going to be the best thing. And let's see what we have. We've got tons of stuff. We even have some larger images. I'm thinking this O Little Town of Bethlehem or the O Holy Night. That would be good. Okay, let me get, I think I'm going to want to mat the O Holy Night. And I'm thinking, I don't really know. I don't want to introduce the red because I don't want it to look patriotic. And I feel like if I did that, it would look patriotic. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think I like that. So what if I used, I have, here's what I have all my scraps in, and I've got this one, and it is a pattern from the collection. It's got like starry, it's got like stars on it. Let's use that to mat that image. And I'll show you how I do this, guys. It is not complicated by any means. But maybe what we can do, let's pull it. Let's see how, okay, that's pretty big. I'm just going to go for it. I just think that I'm just going to go for it. If it hangs off the mat a little, then it hangs off the mat a little. So this is what I do. I just stick it down and I just trim it out and I just pay attention and keep my scissors parallel to the sticker. And you can usually get a really straight edge that way. So pretty good. Okay, I'm going to round the corners because they're rounded on the stickers. So let me grab my corner rounder really quick. There it is. I just felt like I didn't want to match the blue of the background. See how that's different now? Okay, and this looks like it's 1/2 inch corner round. So let me, that should match pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. And that can go right there. And I like it. Look, it's about the perfect width. It only hangs off the slightest amount. But because the corners are rounded, that gives it kind of a nice edge. Let me put my pin in my glue, then we'll take a look at our cards. And again, these are cute, but they're going to look cuter. So we now have 9 more cards. Okay, so we have this one that we did with the sticker sheet. This one. This one. I love that doily look. It's so frilly and it adds so much texture. And when we embellish these, they're going to look even fancier. Okay, so that's 9 more cards. So with our cut aparts, we've got 6 of 5x7s. We've got 12 of the 3x4 cut aparts. So that's 18. Plus now 9 with the 4x4 cut aparts. That's 27. So already we have 27 cards. We've used up all our cut aparts. So tomorrow, what we're going to do is we have this sheet because I want to utilize as much of our stuff that they gave us in our collection that's going to be easy to make cards out of. So we'll use our banner strip sheet tomorrow and we'll see what we can do with those. So 27 cards so far. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I told you we probably get between 30 and 50. I think we're probably going to get around 50, probably around 50 cards. And then I want to do a bunch of tags too. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. God bless. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.